Okay, so we're going to come down onto our sides. You can have the support either under elbows, under hips, or both. Alternatively, if you don't have rests, you can always roll your mat up onto the side, or a cushion or a towel, but just make sure that it's flat and stable so that you're not going to be rocking around too much on this. So I'm going to keep the one under my hip for this one. So we're going to start with some easy leg kicks. Now, I'm saying that you can do this one sitting up with the legs coming forward and back. Absolutely fine. If you prefer, you can take this one down to the floor. I'm going to do this one lying down just so we can concentrate on what's going on here. So we're going to start with the underneath leg bent, top leg nice and straight, hips on top of each other. We want our hips here to stay stacked. So what I'm going to do is put my hand on top, have my elbow point into the ceiling, and I don't want my elbow to be moving back and forward as my pelvis rocks. We're going to keep it nice and still. So we're going to start nice and easy, skim along the floor, straight leg, and then taking it behind you. You're working in opposition with the pelvis, so when the leg goes behind you, you're pushing your pelvis forward. The tendency will be that everything will want to rock and open backwards. So you want to resist along the floor and behind you. So just squeeze. Now I'm doing the easy version by bending the underneath leg at the moment. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, straighten the leg out. So you've got a little bit less stability. Back and forward. Good. So I'm just going to bend this one here to talk you through the next one. So you can go from front to the back, and we can take the same thing up to the side. Squeeze. Remember what I've said before about things that we do when we work to the side. Toes stay forward. We're not trying to lift the leg. We're trying to work into the glutes and the outside of the leg. There's only about a 45-degree angle in this position before we hit a hard stop. That's where we want to go to. So we're just going to take a forward and a back and a side. So you can take that at your own speed. Keep the leg straight, flex the foot. Work to the full extent that you can with a straight leg. Forward, feel it in the hamstrings. Back. Feel it in the hip, up to the side, squeezing into the glutes. Good. From here, we're then going to take this into little pulses. So again, for support, you can either have your hand here or up on the hip. If you're finding that you need the hand forward, then do put it on the floor. So we're going to do 3 pulses to the front and 3 to the back, keeping the hips nice and still in each position. So just working into that hamstring, working into the hip and working into the glutes. So this doesn't have to be slow, you can keep this moving, taking it around each side and up. Good. So you decide, you can either go on those slow versions or the fast versions. Then we're going to take it into the leg swings, taking it up a little bit. So now you do need to straighten both legs, hands down on the floor, squeeze and lift both legs together. From here, you're going to take the top leg forward and the underneath leg back. And swing, and swing. This takes a little bit of coordination. The underneath leg will not swing as far back, but you're just really working into the core on this one. Swing, and swing, and swing. Good. Changing, changing, changing. And bring it in and rest. Good. We're going to take it up to a side plank position here. Underneath the shoulders with the elbow. First version. Hips are in, stacked on top of each other. Knees bent, feet lift. Going to lift and hold. Take the hand off. Breathe. If you're nice and strong in this position, take the arm up and we can hold. If you want to, we can take it into that threading the needle position again that we did on our knees. We're going to come under and come back up. Under and come back up. Keep going. If you're in this position and you're happy. Good. For those that want to, we can take this up. So keep going if you're happy in that position. You can take the feet out, make a nice straight line, go for the same thing. We're going to lift, arm up. We can hold in position, we can take it under and come up. So you can go for whichever version that you want to. Come back down at any time you need to. Relax that arm and rest. So as I say, you can stop the video, decide how many repetitions you want to do, and then join back in. Last exercise I'm going to give you on the side, and then we're going to flip and do the other side. So I'm going to give you a few options on this one. Option one is just a nice easy lying exercise on this one. So we're just going to take the hand up to the side, we're going to touch, and then stretch. And I really want you to think about opening, lifting these ribs up off the floor, pushing down into the hip on the floor, and stretching, reaching this leg away, stretching down the side. Coming up, and stretch. So that's version one that people can go for here. Keeping it nice and low to the floor, but just getting a little bit of movement. Doesn't matter if you can't reach, you just bring the hand down towards the leg. It's about this stretch, it's the long stretch that you want here. You need to be lying for this one. Sitting up on this one, you're not going to get much of a stretch. For those that want to take it up though, I'm just going to give one option here. Kneeling with the leg out to the side. You need to be comfortable with your hips here facing the front. Similar thing, slightly different way that we're using the muscles here. We're going to come over, stretch towards the leg, come away and stretch. Now, hand can go onto leg, you can stretch. You'll feel this stretch down the outside here. If you are nice and flexible, you can get your hand onto the floor and you can lift. Push yourself up, lean, over. You can lift the leg for balance or keep it on the floor for the stretch. So you have a choice. You can keep the leg down, stretching wide. Using the oblique muscles and the core muscles, you can lift it up for balance. It's your choice. So hopefully you've been doing a few repetitions, one way or the other. Good. And then we'll come back. And relax. Obviously we have to do the same on the other side. So I'll do a quick whiz through on this side, but remember you can stop at any point to carry on with these exercises. So first one, our lying exercise. Hand for support or on the hip, forward. Taking it behind, just a few forward and back, just to begin. On this side, forward and back. Good. Then we can add in our side lift on this one. Squeezing up and down. Forward. Back. Watch the pelvis. Warming up through the hamstring. Don't let those abdominals come forward. Keep them in position. Remember, you can straighten out that underneath leg if you want to make it a little bit more challenging for your balance. And lift. We can take it into our pulses. 3 in each position. 3. To the back. 2, 3. And up. 2, 3. Good. So this is really good, strong work around the hips and into the glutes. Squeeze. And lift. 2, 3. Good. Again, take as many sets as you want to on this one. 2, 3. And up. 2, 3. We'll just do one more set here. Remember, you can test that balance, but watch these hips. Up, up, up. Good. Into our side plank position. Elbow underneath. Remember bending the knees if you want to. Breath in. We're holding those hips up off the floor. We can hold nice and still. We can take the hand up. Squeeze and lift. For those that want to, take it up to the next level. Up to full extension. I'll stay here with those that want to just keep it on the hips for the moment. Good. Breathe. Make sure that your weight is directly down through your elbow. You're not sitting too far back or forward. As I say, for those that want to take it up, feet away, lift up those hips, hold the position, or you can take it into those twists and hold. Your choice. Good. Hopefully you've been going all the way through me talking on those. Lovely. Okay, last exercise. Side stretch. Lying down. Supporting leg can be bent or straight, whichever you prefer. Up. Nice long stretch. Really think about elongating, pushing this hip away, stretching out along the floor. Up. Down. Height of the leg doesn't really matter. You can go as high or as low as you want. It's really about this stretch on the other side. So you can keep it down on the floor. Remember, we can take this one up onto the knees. So it's a nice side stretch out to start. Over towards the legs. We can just come away and hold. Feel those abdominals and oblique muscles start to work. Over to the side. Coming up. We can take it all the way down to the floor. Keeping that foot on the floor. Nice long stretch. Or take it off the floor for a little bit of balance. Little bit of strength work around the hips. Supporting hip here has to do a bit of work to lift that leg. Abdominals have to work to get you back up. So you choose which version you like. Keep it flowing. It's quite a good workout for those abdominals. One more. And relax. We're going to come down onto our back for the last section.